What's up, guys? We're back with another one. Yes, y'all skinny boys thought you were safe. You're not safe. Okay, I'm gonna get on your ass too. We already got on the fat people. We got on the skinny fat people. Now we're just talking about skinny guys. Think about skinny guys, man. Y'all are just too goddamn comfortable. You're too comfortable. You think, oh, I'm skinny. Oh, it's okay. I'm in better shape than most people. Oh, I'm skinny. If you're skinny, and we're gonna talk about this. I'll leave this for the intro. If you're skinny, you're probably young guy, 17, 18, 19, 20, and you don't see the hidden cost that your physique is giving you. It's kind of like when you're skinny, you're leaving money on the table. You got the good genetics. You're already halfway there, but you're leaving it on the table. And there's things in your life that kind of suck, but you're just ignoring it. I know this because I was extremely skinny because I am of the African American population. People just think you pop out the womb, jacked as fuck, right? No, not for me, at least, right? I can only speak to my own experience. I was extremely skinny. I mean, in high school, I weighed less than like 140, okay? Same height, 140, 6 foot, 140, okay? Maybe even less than that. It might have been even 130. The point is, you're leaving gains on the table, and we gotta lock in, and I'm gonna tell you what you're doing wrong and the hidden costs of your degenerate ass lifestyle. Now, number one is weakness is projected onto you. When you're skinny, you are weak. I mean, it's an objective truth, right? We don't really have to argue about this, but you kind of don't see it. Now, personally for me, I wouldn't say necessarily I was picked on, but the only reason why I wasn't picked on is because I talked a lot, I was snappy, I was roasting people, and I was always willing to fight because I came from an environment where I got into a lot of fights when I was younger. So I was willing to fight. And I actually got into a fight freshman year. But I would say that people still tried me. When you are a skinny guy, people are going to try you more. This can come in the form of disrespect. This can come in the form of, that thing. See, this is how you know I was a skinny kid. When they put your hand around your wrist, I can still do it today because you don't really grow muscle here. But if you put your hand around your wrist, it was mostly girls doing this too, putting their hand around my wrist. Oh, you're so skinny. Oh, I wish I was as skinny as you. Yada yada yada. But not really, right? Guys are gonna try you. People are gonna try you. It's just how it goes as a skinny guy. Right? People will always say you should get into fighting, you should do this. Thing about me is, although fighting is fucking amazing, like get into fighting if you want to do that, get into fighting, do that stuff. But thing about being jacked is like, you don't really have to get into fighting, mainly because a lot of people aren't going to try to fight you. You should learn how to fight. But when you're skinny, people are going to try to fight you. And immediately you guys are thinking about, oh, what about, the people who fight for a living? Like my brother, he fights for a living and he's a little skinnier than me, right? But the thing is, I'm not talking about like jacked, but you're cut. I'm talking about you have no muscle, but you're just skinny. And you know where you are at if you know I'm talking about you. Okay, I'm not talking about 1 to 2 years in the gym. I'm talking about no years in the gym, okay? That's where you really get this weakness, this frailness projected onto you. The frailness where people don't even really want you to pick up a box because you might break something. That is what I'm talking about. And I went through all of this, okay? I even got into a fight my freshman year and I almost lost the fight because I was so skinny. The kid was like 2 times bigger than me. This is what I mean, okay? A little bit more disrespect here and there. You're not gonna have as many opportunities with women, with females. You are just going to just be a lesser version of who you could be. So this is the weakness that I'm talking about. And not only weakness physically, but weakness mentally. If you've never went to the gym, if you haven't went to the gym in a while, you haven't went on a run, you're going to feel a weakness. Your mind is not gonna be right in order to deal with the harshness of everyday life. And people kind of know this, right? Versus being perceived as strong, you're gonna get more opportunities. You're gonna get more people looking up to you instead of looking down onto you. You don't want another man to instantly think he could beat your ass. Period, point blank. Now the next point is skinny fat is on the way. Now at the beginning here, I said that when you are skinny, you are probably a younger guy. So you're making the most of this opportunity, right? You're a younger guy, you're skinny. But let me tell you something, guys. The guys who were skinny or even a little bit they had an endomorph. That's not the right term. They had a body that was more, they weren't like jacked, but they weren't skinny. They were kind of in the middle, right? Those guys either turned out fat or they turned out skinny fat. Skinny fat is, to me, the worst physique. It's horrible, right? You got a little belly, it's bad. I know this because this is how I started working out. I started to see, hey, I'm getting a little skinny fat. I noticed that I was starting to get a little bit of a belly, right? It's very unattractive. It's very disgusting. You start to get a little bit of belly. You don't look like a marathon runner. You look like a guy who drinks beer and doesn't do much. So when you're going to school, you're getting 10K steps in, you got gym class, you got all these things, you got these extracurricular activities that are kind of keeping your physique up, good. When you get out of school, you start moving less, you start eating a little bit more. So if you don't get into the gym right now, while you are young, it's going to be harder because now you have to work off that belly fat, and that is the hardest thing to work off. Is the belly fat, is the love handles. That's the hardest thing to work off. So skinny fat is on the way. So if you already feel a little disrespected, you feel like people don't respect you enough, it's just gonna get worse from here. And trust me, it's just gonna get worse from here. And I noticed this when I was 18, guys. 18, I started to get a little skinny fat. That's because I was really into snacks. I'm still into snacks. I still love my sweets. But at least I have the physique that I have to maintain, and I have the fitness knowledge and all that stuff, so it never gets too bad. The point is, right? You start to move a little less. You start to eat the honey buns, and you start to eat the bullshit, and you start to up your calories, and you're not in the gym, and these bad habits start to compound, and then that's how you get skinny fat. That's how we got this guy right here. He's already skinny, right? But imagine this is you. Now you got the belly. Oh my God. Devastating. Horrible. Not only are you skinny, but now you got the belly. It's over for you. A lot of guys give up right here, and this is who they become for the rest of their lives. But you can stop. You can hit the gym. You can watch all my videos twice. Right. You can subscribe. No, but yes, actually. No, but the point is, you think there's just gonna be skinny forever. That's what I thought. I was my brothers worked out, so I was I don't have to work out. I'll just be this skinny guy. And I was into skateboarding. A lot of skateboarders are skinny. So I was you know what? I'll just be the skinny brother. Yeah, I'll just be the skinny brother. He'd be tiny. Next thing you know, belly fat. Right then and there, my standards was this cannot be me, and that's when I actually started to put in the work. So I hope this video is your thing to lock the fuck in, because it's gonna get worse. Okay, your metabolism is not gonna get any better. Okay, it's gonna get worse. You're gonna start snacking. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. And skinny fat's a whole nother level. Okay, I think people don't if you think people, guys think they can beat your ass, women not giving you respect, if you think that now, wait till you get skinny fat. It's bad. We kind of talked about it in number 1, but I believe this bears repeating, is no automatic respect. Now guys, we talked about this in the last video where there's this big thing about society where you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover. Everybody's equal, yada yada yada. I love it. It's great, right? It's great for most things, and society should move in this direction. But let's be real here, right? I can only keep it real. People judge you off of how you look at the end of the day, right? If you're walking around school, you got a kid with a hoodie on, big old backpack, not talking to nobody, looking down, you're gonna be like, I'm either gonna be nice to this kid so he don't shoot me, or I'm gonna avoid this kid, right? When a woman it's super dark at night, she's walking home, she's walking on the same street as a guy who, same thing, dark, hoodie, big guy looking down, what does she do? She walks on the other side of the street. It's a survival mechanism that is built into humans, okay? People judge people based off of how they look. Simple as that. So I say that to say this, right? What's cool about being jacked, well, the coolest thing I found, one of the coolest things, right, is just the automatic respect that you get. I've gotten job opportunities because I was in shape. I've gotten opportunities just from other people, even friendship opportunities. Like, I'm not friends with anybody who isn't in shape. That's just how I roll. If you don't have any fitness pursuits, there's no really point for me being friends with you. So even being jacked, getting in shape, it unlocks new opportunities. That's the whole point. The coolest thing is automatic respect. When somebody sees you and they see that you're in shape and they are able to look at you and say, this person is dependable, this person is strong, this person is disciplined, that right there holds a whole lot of weight. Versus when you're skinny, it's more of a blank canvas. People aren't able to judge you like that. Okay, what are you gonna do? You're gonna show them your bank account? You're gonna show them, oh, look at all the things that I accomplished. Look, I did this and I did this and I did this and I did this. No, nobody, you can't do that. When somebody sees you, that's the first impression of you. And it's hard to get somebody's first impression out of their mind, right? You have to really get to know them. And you're not even gonna get the opportunity to get to know them because you're not a person that they kind of look up to or the person that they respect. So there could be friends, there could be girlfriends, there could be jobs, so many things that you're just missing out on because you didn't give that good first impression. You're in your mid-20s, but you're not hitting the gym as a man? That's kind of ridiculous, guys. That's kind of ridiculous. Even when you get older, but especially in your mid-20s, I mean, you have to be in shape. That's the thing. A lot of people think it's, is this something that I have to do? And is this something that I should, everybody, they shouldn't judge me like this anyways. It's like sometimes, guys, you have to adjust to what society demands, and society demands for a man to be in good shape. No one's gonna talk about it. No one's gonna, say these things out loud. But if you're watching this video, I hope you are a different type of person. You can take objectiveness and understand that this is what society wants. Like, society wants people who are police officers, people who are firefighters, people who are able to be strong, dependable, disciplined. You don't even have, you cannot be disciplined and be in shape. You cannot be strong, dependable, and be in shape. But the point is that people automatically project those attributes onto you. Versus when you're skinny, they may not think you're weak. They might not think you're frail, but it's less automatic respect right off the bat. So that is the biggest point. That is it for this video, guys. If you want any one-on-one help, any mentorship, I literally did the skinny to jack journey myself. Link will be in the description for a one-on-one online coaching. If you fit the bill, if we mess with you, then you can get on and we can talk about it more. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We're going to be making these videos daily. Much love to you. Peace out.